This is chapter 8, Introduction to Trigonometry. And trigonometry, as said by Herbert in 1890, J.F. Herbert, and he has said that trigonometry is perhaps the uh, best finding position in between of the mathematics. So trigonometry lies here. And why it becomes very important, we'll see, because in real life situations, most of the things can be computed, can be understood using the this trigonometry. So suppose that a student is standing here, and now there is say a building or Qutub Minar, and he is looking up to the top. What angle he is making? Can you find out the distance? Yes, we can. The second thing is, a girl is here. This is a river. These are two banks. There is a temple. Now, a girl is viewing any, say, flower pot here. Now, this angle can be find out, and this height can also be understood. Again, if balloon is moving, or say the kid is moving, the position of the balloon, the height of the balloon can be understood using the trigonometric identities, ratios, and mathematics. So what happens that in trigonometry, let us see first of all, before going ahead, that trigonometry has come from tri, that is 3, gon means sides, metron means measurement, and it all started in Egypt and Babylon, where the earliest known work on trigonometry was recorded. Even the astronomers, they used to find the distance of stars and planets using trigonometry only. And now trigonometry has its own usage, applications, and use in real life scenarios. So in this chapter, we'll talk about the trigonometric ratios of the angle, acute angle, and trigonometric identities. Trigonometric ratios. What are these ratios? See, we'll take a very simple example. Okay, this is a triangle, or you are standing maybe in your room or sitting in your room. Then one of the wall and one of the floor will be making this angle. So you are here, this angle. For this angle, this is a triangle. There is a 90-degree angle. So for this angle, this side AB is adjacent to this angle, and this is the hypotenuse, or the second adjacent side, which is opposite to your right angle or 90-degree angle. The side which is opposite to the angle which is being talked about is the side opposite to the angle A. So this is the base, this is the hypotenuse, and this is the perpendicular. In similar case, if you take this angle C, so the base will become this, the perpendicular will become this, and the hypotenuse will remain same. So for any other ratio, any angle you take, the sine, cosine, and tan will be given like this. Perpendicular, this Pandit Badri Prasad, Har Bol. Pandit Badri Prasad, Har Bol. You can remember it in any ways. This is how we remember. So this sine is P by H, perpendicular by hypotenuse. So sine of A will be, what is this? Perpendicular, this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse, this is base. So what will be the sine? Sine will be perpendicular by hypotenuse. So this will be BC by AB. So this BC by AC, sorry, AC. Then cosine, cos will be base by hypotenuse. So base is AB, hypotenuse is AC, AB by AC. What will be the tangent? Tan will be this P by B, perpendicular by base. So perpendicular by base, P by this BC by AB, BC by AB. And in the similar ratio, this similar fashion, you can also find out the cosec or cosecant of angle A, which is nothing but the reciprocal of sine angle. So this is, it was, the sine was say BC by AC, so cosecant will become AC by BC. Again, secant is the reciprocal of cosine, cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So we observe that this can be treated in say cosec, sec, or cot A respectively. So you can abbreviate them. So this is cosec, this is sec, and cot. Just observe one more thing, that tan is what? BC by AB. Divide both numerator and denominator by AC. You get BC by AC and AB by AC. What is this? This is sin A. This is cos A. So you got cot A equal to cos A by sin A. You got cot A is equal to cos A by sin A. That means tan A is nothing but sin A by cos A. Cot A is nothing but cos A by sin A. These are all your trigonometric ratios. Let me give you some history. Where does this sign has come up, this word? Actually, it started with Aryabhatiyam. This was the work of Aryabhatta. Aryabhatta gave the name Ardhjya for half god, and he shortened the name to Jiva or Jya. Then this Aryabhatiyam was converted or translated to Arabic, and this Jiva word was retained. This Jiva then translated to sinus. Then the Arabic version got transferred to Latin. So this sinus converted to sine. And now, after that, 1581 to 1626, Professor Edmund Gunter was there. He abbreviated this sign as SIN. Similarly, cos and tan also have their story. So Aryabhatta named it as Kotijya. So the name this cosinus originated with, again, Gunter. And then Sir Jonas Moore, he abbreviated this cosinus into cos. You just have to know one more thing, that sin A is not sine into A. This is sine of angle A. Sine of angle A. Similarly for cos and tan also. So if you have a triangle, say APM. Now if you just increment or extend this hypotenuse, increment this also. So some triangle may be formed, say ACB and AQN. Will the sine cos tan will change? They will not change. Why? Let us see. Take this triangle APM and take this triangle ACB, this bigger triangle, okay? Now in this angle is common and these two are 90 degree. So this became this, in this triangle these two become similar. These two triangle become similar. So AM by AB will be equal to PM by CB equal to AP by CA, like this. So when these two triangle PM and CAB become similar, then AM by AB equal to AP by AC by MP by BC. But we know by sin A that sin A is BC by AC, which is equal to MP by AP. Again, cos A like this and tan A will be like this. So these are the trigonometric ratios that shows even if you extend the triangle or the arms of the angle which is being talked about, the ratios are not going to change. So the value of the trigonometric ratios of an angle do not vary with the length of the sides of the triangle or arm of the triangle where the angle is embedded, if the angle remains same. And for the sake of convenience, we'll take sin A whole square equal to sin square A, cos A whole square equal to cos square A. But one thing you should understand, what is cosec? Cosec, as we just said, it is 1 by sin A, which can be written as sin A inverse. But this is not equal to sin inverse A. Sin inverse A altogether has a different meaning. We'll see about that. And trivially or traditionally, this angle is denoted by theta. So we'll use this theta. So there is a very important thing, that if you have in a right angle one of the relationship like sine, cos or tan, you can find others. Just take an instance that sin A is 1 by 3. What does this sin A mean? Sin A is Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bol. Sin A is P by H. So perpendicular by hypotenuse. The perpendicular and hypotenuse, they are in the ratio 1:3. So you can write this as 1K and 3K. So sin A perpendicular is K and this is 3K, right? So BC by AC is 1 by 3, that is 1K by 3K, that will become 1 by 3. What is this side? We can use directly the Pythagoras theorem. So AC square will be equal to AB square plus BC square. If you want to find out AB square, that will be AC square minus BC square. That will be AB square will be equal to AC square minus BC square. So 3k square minus k square, which is 8k square. And this is what? 2 root 2k square. So you have found out the side also, that is AB, which will be 2 root 2k. Okay, this is 2 root 2k plus minus, but you will not take the negative sign. Why? The distances are not in negative. We don't take it. So cos A will be what? AB by AC, that is 2 root 2k by 3k, cancel it out. So you got the cos also. So you have got the sine, you have got the cos, you can also find out the tan, that will be sine A by cos A. Since the hypotenuse is the longest side of the right angle triangle, see, hypotenuse is the longest. So perpendicular will be less than hypotenuse, so the sine will always be less than 1. Again, base and hypotenuse is bigger. So base upon hypotenuse will always be less than 1. This you need to understand. So let us take some example. Tan A is what? 4 by 3. Tan A is what? Har bol. Okay, Pandit Badri Prasad, har bol. So this is P by B, perpendicular by base. So perpendicular is, if you are talking about angle A, perpendicular is 4, this is 3. So 4k by 3k. So 4 by 3 is your this BC by AB. BC by AB is what? 4 by 3. Now you can find out AC. 4k square plus 3k square under root. So this will be under root of this will be 5k. So AC is 5k. Now you can find out, because you have already got all these three. This is 5k. So perpendicular by hypotenuse is sine. Perpendicular by hypotenuse, this is your perpendicular, this is your base, this is your hypotenuse. So perpendicular by base, 4k by 3k is tan A. Okay, perpendicular by base. Now sine A will be perpendicular by hypotenuse. So perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is 4k by 5k, that is 4 by 5 is your sine. Cos is your base by hypotenuse. Base is 3k. Hypotenuse is, this is 5k. So 3 by 5 is your cos. So this is how you get. Sine A is 4k by 5k, 4 by 5. Cos A is 3k by 5k, that is 3 by 5. And you can always find out the cot, cosec and sec, because they are of course the reciprocals of tan, sine and cos. In this these two triangles, angle B and angle Q are acute angles. And it is given that sine B is equal to sine Q. You have to prove that angle B is equal to angle Q. So what is sine B? Sine B is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So perpendicular is this, hypotenuse is this. So AC by AB. Again, in this case also perpendicular by hypotenuse. Sine Q will be perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is PR by PQ. Okay. Now, let us take this as K. AC will be PR into K and AB will be PQ into K. By Pythagoras theorem, you can find out BC and QR. BC will be what? AC square plus this BC. BC will be AB square minus AC square, and this QR will be PQ square minus PR square. So just take these as I just said, and if this is say 4 and this is 5, divide 4 by 5. So BC by QR will be division of this. But AB can be written as what? K into PR. So this will be K square PQ square. We are replacing AB by K into this AB PQ, sorry, AB. And AC is what? R into PR, K into PR. So just replace AC as K into PR, that is K square P square AC square will become. Take K out because K square is common, under root of K is K. This gets cancelled out. So BC by QR is also K. So AC by PR, AB by PQ was K. And again we have found out that BC by QR is equal to these two. So these two triangles are similar. Once these two triangles are similar, we know that the triangles have become similar. So the angle B has to be equal to angle Q. Now in this example, this is ACB. It is right angled at C. This is right angled at C. AB is 29, BC is 21. What will this be? By Pythagoras theorem, it will be 29 square minus 21 whole square under root. This will be, you can use this formula A minus B, A plus B. So this is A minus B, A plus B, that is under root 420 units. So this is 20 units. So you have got the side. Now you have to find out the cos square theta plus sin square theta. What will be sin theta? Sin theta will be perpendicular by hypotenuse. So this is the perpendicular 20 by hypotenuse 29, 20 by 29. What will be cos theta? Cos theta will be base upon hypotenuse. Base is 21, hypotenuse is 29. 21 by 29. Just square them and add, you will find it as 1. This is an identity. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is always 1. How about cos square theta minus sin square theta? Again take cos square theta, sin square theta, and you can do it by a plus b, a minus b. This will be 41 by 841. Again we have an example 4. So in this, in a right triangle ABC, right angle at B, tan A is 1. So tan A is 1. Tan A is what? Perpendicular. Pandit Badri Prasad har har bol. So Badri Prasad har har bol. Perpendicular by base is tan. Okay. So perpendicular by base is this. Perpendicular in this case is your because this is talked about tan A. So we are talking about this angle. Perpendicular is this and base is this. So BC by AB is given as 1. Tan A is given as 1. So BC is equal to AC. When BC is equal to AC, let us take it as K. What will be AC? AC will be AB square plus BC square. AB square plus BC square. We have taken it as K. K square plus K square, that is K root 2. Now, what will be sin A? Sin A will be perpendicular by hypotenuse. So perpendicular by hypotenuse. BC by AC. What is BC? We have taken it as this as K. What is AC? We have found out as K root 2. This will be 1 by root 2. Cos A again will be 1 by root 2. You can find it out. This base by hypotenuse. When you have got this sin A and cos A, just take this expression. 2 sin A cos A equal to 1. Sin A 1 by root 2, cos A 1 by root 2. Multiply this and you get 1. This is how you prove it or verify it. Now in this triangle OPQ, right angled at P, OP is what? 7. And OQ minus PQ equal to 1. OQ minus PQ is equal to 1. So OQ can be written as 1 plus PQ, right? In this triangle, we have to find out the values of sin Q and cos Q. So in this triangle, OQ square, this will be equal to OP square plus OP square. This expression is by Pythagoras theorem. Now what we have to do, this OQ can be replaced by 1 plus PQ. So 1 plus PQ we have replaced and this will remain same. Let us open it. 1 square plus PQ square plus 2PQ. This will be equal to OP square plus PQ square. Now this gets cancelled and you can just find out OP. OP is nothing but 7. 7 square is 49. Take 49 minus 1. This will be equal to 48 divided by 2. You will get 24. And you can find out now OQ also. So this will be 25. So PQ has become 24. OQ has become 25. And this is 7. So sin Q and cos Q can find out easily. Okay. This is 7 by 25 and this will be 24 by 25. Now see the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles like the 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree and also the 0. How to get the trigonometric ratios of 45 degree? We have a triangle here, triangle ABC. If this is 90 degree and we say one of the angle is 45 degree, we know the sum of all the angles inside a triangle is 180 degree. So this ought to be 45 degree. This again 45 degree. So angle A and angle C, they are 45 degree. And we know that the side opposite to equal angles are equal. That means BC becomes equal to AB. So BC and AB we assign as A because they are same. Let us use the Pythagoras theorem. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Means A square plus A square, that is equal to, this is equal to 2A square. So A square plus A square, which is equal to 2A square. Now AC square is what? 2A square. So AC becomes under root of 2A square, that is A root 2. So AC we got, BC and AB we assumed as A. And now we know that Pandit Badri Prasad har har bol. This is sine. Now take this. I'm not taking all these side opposite, but let us take like this. This is just for the completion because this is how you learn. But the best way is this is A, and this is what? A root 2. This is your perpendicular. This is your base, and this is your hypotenuse. Sine 45 degrees. Sine is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. Means a by a root 2. That is a by a root 2, 1 by root 2. So sine 45 degree becomes 1 by root 2. Cos 45 base by hypotenuse. Base is your a. Hypotenuse is a root 2. A by a root 2 becomes 1 by root 2. Tan 45 is BC by AC, that is perpendicular by base. A by a, that is 1. How about cosec 45? Just take the reciprocal, that is root 2, and sec 45 root 2, and tan 45 1 by 1 is 1. Now we come to the trigonometric ratios of 30 degree and 60 degree. 30 degree and 60 degree. Now we have to calculate 30 degree and 60 degree. Just consider an equilateral triangle ABC. In this triangle, this angle is 60 degree, this angle is 60 degree, this angle is 60 degree. All these angles are 60 degree. Angle ABC are 60 degree because we have assumed it to be the equilateral triangle. Now we'll drop a perpendicular AD from A to the side BC. In this triangle, we see that these two ABD, this triangle and this triangle, they become congruent. Why? Because this is the common side. These are what? 60 degree, 60 degree, and these are 90 degree. So this becomes these two triangles become congruent, and as these become congruent, BD becomes equal to DC. This side and this side becomes equal, and because these sides are equal, BAD, this angle and this angle becomes equal. Why? Because CPCT of this, because these two are congruent, again this has to be 30 degree. This is 90, this is 60, this has to be 30 degree, 30 degree, 30 degree, and these two are equal. Since this ABD, this is a right triangle, which is right angled at D, this BAD is 60 degree, ABD is 30 degree, right? Now we take this, let me make it again. We take this side as 2A. So this is A, this is A, this is 2A. BD is what? This whole is half of BC. BD is half of BC, that is, this will be A, this will be A, right? So we have taken it as a 2A, this becomes A and this becomes A. In this triangle, AD will take the, because we have taken side as 2A, 2A, because this is equilateral triangle. So now, if you want to find out this AD, how you're going to get it? You can take any of these triangles. This will be equal to 2A square minus A square by Pythagoras. So you get AD square is equal to 3A square. You take the root. So AD becomes A root 3. This becomes A root 3. This is 2A, this is 2A, this is A, this is A. Now this is 60 degree, or take this 30 degree. 30 degree. For this 30 degree, this is the base, this is the perpendicular, and this is the hypotenuse. What is sine? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. What is perpendicular A? What is the hypotenuse? 2A. A by 2A, that is half. How about cos 30 base by hypotenuse? What is the base? This is base is A root 3. What is the hypotenuse? 2A. A root 3 by 2A, that is root 3 by 2. Tan 30 is what? You can take sin 30 by cos 30, or you want to take perpendicular by base. So perpendicular is A and base is A root 3. A by root 3 is 1 by root 3. This is how you get the 30 degree angles. And if you want to take cosec, 1 by sin 32, sec 30, 1 by cos 30, 2 by root 3, cot 30, 1 by tan 30 degree, that is root 3. Similarly, because this triangle you are aware now, this is 60 degree. Now you can take this as the perpendicular, this is as the base, and this is the hypotenuse. This was A root 3, this was 2A, and this was A. Now sin 60, that is sin 60, is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. A root 3 by 2A, root 3 by 2. Cos 60 base by hypotenuse, that is the base upon hypotenuse. That is your half. Tan 60 you can take sin by cos, or rather you can directly tan 30 perpendicular by base, which is your perpendicular by, this is perpendicular by base. Again, cosec is the reciprocal of this, sec reciprocal of this, cot reciprocal of this. Now trigonometric ratios for 0 degree and 90 degree. So we have to see very importantly here what is happening. We have to find out the say 0. We have to make this angle as 0 now. This is triangle ABC. What happens when this triangle becomes 0? Let us assume something. This is our line, or this is AC. If you want to decrease the angle to 0, we have to make this. So every time this side becomes less, and at the angle 0 at this point, this AC and AB will be together. Means this is 0 angle, so there will be no AB AC, but they are equal. So AB will be at 0 angle, AB will become equal to AC, right? So AB is going to be equal to AC. If we take sine A, this will be 1 by 1, that will be equal to 0. So sine 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1, because base upon hypotenuse, this base upon hypotenuse is what? Let us take here. What is the base and what is the hypotenuse? So we get cos 0 equal to 1. Sine 0, as 0 approaches, because cos A is AB by AC, which is actually very close to 1. So it becomes 1. Sine 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. And with this, you can find out the tan 0, sine A by cos, sine by cos, that is 0. Cot 0 will not be defined, because this is 1 by tan 0 and this will be equal to 1 by 0, which is not defined. Sec 0 will be 1 by cos 0, this will be defined. Cosec 0, because this is 1 by sine 0, which will not be defined. Now for 90 degree, what we want to do here is, we have to extend or make AC such that this becomes equivalent to this, because you have to shift it here, angle will be increased, shift it here, angle will be increased, finally it will become 90 degree. So what will happen? AC in this case will become equal to BC and AB will become 0. This will become 0 and AC will be equal to BC. These two you have to see. Now easily you can find out the sine, that is perpendicular by hypotenuse. You can very well tell in the diagram of this, sine 90 perpendicular by hypotenuse, that becomes your 1. Okay, and in this case, because in this case what has happened, perpendicular and hypotenuse has become equal. This AB and AC and BC has become equal. So AC by BC is 1. What about cos 90? That is 0 by 1, because ultimately AB has become 0. So 0 by 1, that is 1. So now sine and cos you have got, you can find out the various values. So if you try to see the table, these are the values you can find out, and these are very easy methods. And if you can see that the angle A, when it increases from 0 to 90 degrees, sine A will increase from 0 to 1. On the other hand, cos A is going to decrease from 1 to 0. Let us see some example. In this triangle ABC, right angled at B, AB is what? This AB is 5, ACB is 30 degrees. You have to find out the length, this and this. So we know that if you want to find any of the lengths, you can take any of the sine cos tan. It will not make any effect. You don't have to take tan always. You can take sine cos any, because you have to just include this. In this Pandit Badri Prasad, her bol, wherever this perpendicular is there, so you can either take this one, you can either take this one. You cannot take this b by h, because neither the base is known, nor the height is known. So tan c is what? Tan c is AB, means perpendicular by base, AB by BC. AB is given as 5, BC we can find out because we know tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3. So BC is 5 root 3. By this angle, you know sine 30, that is AB by AC. This is sine 30 is half, 5 by AC, and AC can be found out as 10. And the third side can easily be found out using the Pythagoras theorem. Now we have a triangle PQR, which is right angled at Q. PQ is 3 and PR is 6. How about finding out QR and then finding out this QPR, this angle and this angle, right? The best way is to use the Pythagoras theorem, 6 square plus 3 square under root. You can find this side and you can easily find out these angles. The other method is, you know that sine R is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is perpendicular PQ by PR, because these two sides are given, why not to use it directly? Sine R is 3 by 6, that is half. When this angle will be half, means sine of which angle is half? Which is 30 degrees. Sine 30 is half. So that is, this is your 30 degree, this is 90 degree, 30 plus 90 minus 180 minus 90 plus 30 will be 60 degree. Now sine A minus B is equal to half, cos A plus B equal to half. This A plus B is in between 0 and 90 degree, it will not be equal to 0 degree. A is greater than B, you have to find A and B. Since sine A minus B equal to half, this will only happen when A minus B is equal to 30 degree. We have just seen. This cos A plus B equal to half, A plus B has to be 60 degree. When you solve this, 2A equal to 90 degree, A will become 45 degree. You place it anywhere, B will be 15 degree. Trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Just recall that two angles, when they are said to be complementary, x plus y has to be equal to 90 degree. So these are called the complementary angles. Even you take any two angles, if their addition becomes 90 degree, you can say that these two angles are complementary angles. So sine A plus C is 90 degree. Just see that sine A is what? This is perpendicular, this is base, and this is hypotenuse. So sine A is perpendicular by base, perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is BC by AC. Cos A is what? AB by AC. Tan A is what? Perpendicular by base, that is BC by AB. Similarly, cosec, sec and cot. A plus C is 90 degree. Now you can do one thing. Angle C can be written as what? 90 minus A. We'll write angle A as A only. Okay. Angle C as angle as C. So what you can write? Angle C you can write as 90 minus A now. 90 minus A will write 90 minus angle A means 90 minus A only. Okay. See that in this case, we have placed sine C. We are now dealing with C, not with sine A, but C. So sine C. In this C, we have written 90 minus A. What is sine C? This becomes AB by AC. In this case, if I write, let me take this angle ABC. So I'll just make this ABC. If I want to take this angle, for this is the perpendicular, this is the base, this is the hypotenuse. So sine is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So this will be AB by AC. Similarly, cos will be base by hypotenuse, that is BC by AC. Similarly, tan C will be AB by BC. But we have written 90 minus A, 90 minus A, 90 minus A because C is 90 minus A. So similarly for cosec and sec and cot. If you compare this sin 90 minus A, which is AB by AC, and what is AB by AC? See here, AB by AC is what? Cos A. So sin 90 minus A became cos A. Similarly, cos 90 minus A, if you see BC by AC, where is BC by AC? BC by AC is what? BC by AC has become sin A. So this is equal to sin A. So what we observed here is tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, cot 90 minus theta is equal to tan theta. So similarly, sin 90 minus theta cos 90 minus theta sin theta, tan 90 minus theta, cot 90 minus theta tan theta, sec 90 minus theta, cosec 90 minus theta, sec theta. Okay. So this is how you get. So tan, various things you can see, tan 0 is 0, cot 90 is 0, sec 0 is 1, cosec 90 is 1. Sec 90, cosec 0, tan 90, cot 0, they are not defined because they gives you infinity. Let us take some example. Tan 65 by cot 65. Tan 65 can be written as what? 65 can be written as 90 minus 25. Right? So in this place, we write 65 is equal to 20 minus 25. But we know tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, which is cot 25. So this is cot 25. This is tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. So it has to be cot. This can be written as cot 25. Cot 25 get cancelled, you get 1. You can take another method. You can write cot 25 is equal to tan 90 minus 65. Right? Means you can write cot 90 minus 65, which becomes essentially tan 65. Tan 65 you can cancel. In either way, you are going to get 1. Sin 3a is equal to cos a minus 26. 3a is an acute angle. Find the value of a. We know sin 3a is equal to cos a minus 60. You can write sin 3a is equal to cos 90 minus 3a, because sin theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. Because we want to equate it to cos. So cos 90 minus a is equal to cos a minus 60. That means 90 minus 3a is equal to a minus 26. You can equate, you can get a equal to 29. This will be 4a equal to 90 plus 26. That is, you can get easily 106 and you can divide it by this 3, right? 116. Now cot 85, cos 65, you want to convert it to angle between 0 and 45. So cot 85 can be written as 90 minus 5. 75 can be written as 90 minus 50. What is cot 90 minus theta? This is tan theta. Cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. 5 degree, 15 degree, they are between 0 to 45. Trigonometric identities. What is this identity? What do we mean when we say identity? Whenever we have something of this sort, means LHS is equal to RHS, that is left hand side equal to right hand side type of equation, that is equation means because of this equality sign, we call it as a identity. So whenever we see this type of equation, if this equation involves trigonometric ratios or trigonometric identities of values, then we call it as a trigonometric identities. In this triangle, if you see ABC, if you take the right angle at B, then this is hypotenuse, this is your base, and this is your perpendicular for angle A, and for angle A this will be your base. So this is your hypotenuse, perpendicular base, perpendicular Pandit Badri Prasad Har Bol. This is how we learn. Now this you need to remember by any means you want. If you want to take the equation by Pythagoras theorem, this AC square will be equal to AB square plus BC square. Now please remember this triangle, we'll make it here also, because this triangle is going to give you all the identities which we are about to read. So here this is right angle at B and we take it as A and C. Now AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Let us divide both the sides which we have taken with the Pythagoras by AC square. So we have divided by AC square, AC square, AC square. This will be AB by AC whole square. This is BC by AC whole square. This is AC by AC. So this will cancel out. As we said, Pandit Badri Prasad Har Bol. Now, what is this AB by AC? This is hypotenuse for angle A. This is your perpendicular and this is your base for this angle. For this AB by AC, that means AB, this one, by AC, that is this. So base by hypotenuse is what? Is cos. This is for sine, this is for cos, this is for tan. Sine, cos, tan. Cos A is AB by AC. So we can write in place of AB by AC, we can write cos A. Similarly, BC by AC can be written as sine A, because BC by AC is nothing but your perpendicular by this BC by AC, perpendicular by hypotenuse. This cancels out. So this is cos square A plus sine square A is equal to 1. This is the identity we are going to use a lot in our later discussions. Again, one thing you should remember, that this angle A is in between 0 degree and 90 degree and it may be equal to it. So there is an equality sign and also the greater than sign. This A lies between 0 and 90 and it may be equal to 0 and 90. Because sine and cos are involved, and sine 0, cos 0, sine 90, cos 90, they are having some value. Now the similar equation AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square now can be divided to AB square. Again, if you see, this was the hypotenuse, this was the perpendicular, this was the base, right? And this was our B, and this triangle we are going to make again. This is your C and this is your A. Here, when we divide whole by now AB square, we are dividing the left hand side and right hand side by the AB square. This becomes 1. BC by AC, BC by AB. BC by AB, that means perpendicular by base. This is perpendicular by base. And what is perpendicular by base? This is nothing but tan. So we can write tan A. Again, AC by AB means AC by AB. This is hypotenuse. This AC by AB means we are talking about the hypotenuse and AB is what? Base. So hypotenuse by base, we know that base by hypotenuse is cos, and hypotenuse by base is the inversion, that is the reciprocal of this, so that will become reciprocal of cos is sec. So we can write sec here. So 1 plus tan square A is equal to sec square A is again our identity. This you need to remember. Now here there is something we need to discuss, that when A is equal to 0 and when A equal to 90, tan A and sec A, they are not defined for A equal to 90. Tan 90 degree is not defined, it is undefined because there is a division by 0. So A will lie between 0 and 90, but it will not be equal to 90. For this equation, for this particular equation, the angle will lie between 0 and 90. It will be equal to, or it may be equal to 0, but it will not be equal to 90. It will be less than 90. Now again we'll do the same thing. We'll divide the AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square by now BC square. AB by BC is inversion of tan, that is cot. BC cancels out, so it will be 1. AC by BC is cosec square A. So 1 plus cot square A is equal to cosec square A. You can write this. 1 plus tan square A is equal to sec square A. And sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. These are the three identities we just found out. But before we go ahead, I have to discuss this also. As we see, this cosec and cot are not defined for A equal to 0. So in this case, A will lie between 90 and 0. It can be equal to 90, but it will not be equal to 0 because cot and cosec are not defined for 0. Angle A cannot be 0 here. Okay, now we have got the identities because we had equal signs, we had some trigonometric stuff also, means sine, cos, tan. And let us see how this identity will help you to find out various values if one of them is given. Suppose we are aware of tan A equal to 1 by root 3, this is given to us. Then what will be cot? Reciprocal of this root 3. 1 by root 3 reciprocal is root 3. We have an identity sec square is equal to 1 plus tan square A. From this we can get sec. How? We'll place this tan here. 1 plus 1 by root 3 whole square, that is 4 by 3. 1 plus 1 by 3 is 4 by 3. So sec A becomes 2 by root 3. What is the cos A? It is the inversion of this. So this will be root 3 by 2. Sin A is nothing but under root 1 minus cos square A. Sin square A plus cos square A is 1. We have just seen sin square A plus cos square A was equal to 1. So sin A becomes 1 minus cos square A under root. We can just place this value here, 1 minus root 3 by 2 whole square, that will be 1 minus 3 by 4, which becomes 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4 under root is 1 by 2. So cosec A is the inversion of this, that becomes 2. By just tan, we have found out the value of cos, the sine, cosec, and the other values can be found out. So let us now see the example. Express the ratios cos A, tan A and sec A in terms of sin A. We know that sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. Cos square can be written as, we are taking sin square A here and taking root. So cos square A becomes 1 minus sin square A. So cos A becomes what? Plus minus, we have to take both plus minus. Under root 1 minus sin square A by taking the root. And by this we are taking, because we are assuming it to be in between 0 to 90. So we are taking the angle, this negative sign will right now ignore. We'll be talking about this later on. But right now cos A is equal to 1 minus sin square A. We know that tan A is nothing but sin A by cos A. So we have represented cos in terms of sin, which is what is expected from this question. Now we want tan A to be written in the form of sin. Tan A is what? Sin A by cos A. So sin A is sin A because sin A should be there. Cos A we will replace by under root 1 minus sin square A. This one. So tan A will be sin A by under root 1 minus sin square A. What will be sec A? Sec A will be 1 by cos A. And cos A we have just found out to be 1 minus sine square a under root. So sec a will become 1 by under root 1 minus sine square a. So we have represented cos a, tan a and sec a in terms of sine a. One more question is there. Sec a 1 minus sine a, sec a plus tan a equal to 1. We'll take this sec a as 1 by cos a. We know that sec theta is 1 by cos theta. 1 minus sine a, we'll keep it like this. Sec a will make 1 by cos, tan a will make sine by cos. So we'll take cos from here common, and cos is here also. So this one cos common from here, and cos will become cos square a. The numerator will be 1 minus sine a and 1 plus sine a. What is 1 minus sine a, 1 plus sine a? This is a plus b, a minus b. So we can use a square minus b square, that is 1 minus sine square a. This is 1 minus sine square a by cos square a. But we know that 1 minus sine square is nothing but cos square a. So we can write here cos square a. This is cos square a. This gets cancelled. It will become 1, which is equal to your RHS. Next is your cot a minus cos a by cot a plus cos a is equal to cosec a minus 1 cosec a plus 1. In the place of cot, we'll write cos by sine. Cos by sine, cos by sine. And we'll take cos a common here. Cos a, if we take common, it will be the remaining will be 1 by sine a minus cos, 1 by sine a minus 1. In the denominator also, if we take cos a common, this will be 1 by sine a plus 1. Now, 1 minus sine a is what? Cosec a. Cosec a minus 1. What is 1 by sine a? This is cosec a. Again, cosec a minus 1, cosec a plus 1. This is your RHS. We have one more question. Sin theta minus cos theta plus 1 by sin theta plus cos theta minus 1 is equal to 1 by sec theta minus tan theta. And we have to use this identity. Sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Or you can say sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So what we are going to do here is this sin theta minus cos theta plus 1 by sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. We want sec and tan. For that, what we can do, we can divide the numerator and denominator by cos theta. So if we divide this by cos theta, we get tan. Divide by cos, tan. We divide by cos, this will be 1. This will be 1. And by cos, we get sec theta, sec theta. So tan theta minus 1 plus sec theta. Tan theta plus 1 minus sec theta. Now I'll take these two, means tan theta plus sec theta. This is 2, tan theta minus sec theta. This will be minus 1, this will be plus 1. Okay. Now, numerator and denominator will multiply by tan theta minus 1, tan theta minus sec theta and tan theta minus sec theta. Numerator and denominator will multiply by this. When we multiply, what we will do? Because we want 1 here and we want this to remain like this. So, we will not multiply the denominator, but we will multiply the numerator. Means tan theta minus sec theta will be multiplied by this and this by this. So, what we get? We get tan square theta minus sec square theta minus tan theta minus sec theta. We know that this is tan square minus sec square theta is nothing but minus 1 by the identity. This is minus 1 minus of tan theta plus of sec theta. Again, by this we take, we see that if we take minus 1 common here, this will be 1 plus tan theta minus sec theta. And what is this? This is equal to this one. So this gets cancelled out. So we got minus 1 by tan theta minus sec theta. If we again multiply numerator and denominator by minus 1, we get 1 here and this will be reversed. So this is sec theta minus tan theta. This was your right hand side. So let us summarize what we have learned up till now. In the right angled triangle ABC, the right angle at, if it is at B, like this, sin A, if this is A, this is C, this is B. Sin A, you just consider this, Pandit Badri Prasad Har Bol. Perpendicular by hypotenuse, for this angle, this is the perpendicular, this is the base and this is the hypotenuse. Sin will be perpendicular by hypotenuse, cos will be base by hypotenuse, means this by this, and tan will be perpendicular by base, this is perpendicular by base. So you got this, sin A, cos A, tan A. Cosec A is nothing but 1 by sin A, sec A is 1 by cos A, tan A is 1 by cot A, tan A is sin A by cos A. So if one of the trigonometric ratios of the acute angle is known, remaining can be easily determined. The value of trigonometric ratios of angle 0, 30, 45, 60, 90 we have found out. The sin A and cos A will never exceed 1. In fact, it remains between -1 and +1. This is the range. While the sec A cos K will not be in this range, everything outside this will be in the range. Sin 90 minus theta is cos theta, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, tan 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta, cot 90 minus theta is equal to tan theta. Again, sec 90 minus theta is cosec theta, cosec 90 minus theta is sec theta. We have identities also. Sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1, sec square A minus tan square A equal to 1, and here the A cannot be equal to 90. In this equation, cosec square A is equal to 1 plus cot square A will be between 0 and 90, but it cannot be equal to 0. So this was all about this chapter, and I hope you got the idea. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.